Five of them by knockout. Taking on your opponent who's been down in 2 of his last 3 fights. Do you see this fight going the distance?
I definitely feel like I have the power to stop Corrales. You know, his chin has been suspect his whole career. You know, he's been going down in fights. He's been going down in fights that, you know, you can easily get a fight to the other fighter. So, you know, much respect to him. He's a true champion, you know, a true warrior. But yeah, I definitely feel like, you know, his chin is suspect, and you know, that's what I want to go out there and do and test it out.
Jezreel, besides your experience, what's your biggest advantage in this fight?
Bueno, mi mejor golpe para esta pelea, mi preparación es la que he hecho. Mi mejor golpe, mi preparación es la que he hecho en esta pelea.
My power and my preparation is what's gonna help me win this fight.
En el ring todo puede pasar, todo está puesto, en el ring se muere, se vive, se pierde, se gana.
In the ring, anything is possible. You can live, die, win, lose.
Pero aquí no se sube con los huevos bien puestos a pelear con cualquiera, así que esté preparado porque estoy bien preparado a pelear con cualquiera.
But when you have laws and you go into the ring, anything is possible, and then I'm just ready for the fight.
Fantastic. Let's move to the co-main event. Yuriorkis Gamboa, Rocky Martinez. Yuriorkis, I'll start with you. 2 former champions. Neither one of you guys can afford a loss. Inactivity, rust has been a problem. Will it be an issue for you come Saturday?
Bueno, pues yo repito, yo tengo una buena preparación y definitivamente un atleta como yo, con una buena preparación, es suficiente para mostrar mañana un buen combate.
I'm well prepared. I have been well prepared, and it will show on Saturday night during the fight.
Rocky, there were many people who thought you were going to retire after the Lomachenko fight 3 years ago. You fought just once since then. Is the fire and the skills still there?
Mira, yo me he mantenido entrenando fuerte después de mi derrota, mi victoria. Siempre me he mantenido entrenando en el gimnasio fuerte y siempre he estado muy bien.
I've kept strong since my loss. I've kept strong in the gym, and I feel that with my preparation, it'll show on Saturday night.
Rocky, Gamboa would look to have the speed advantage in this fight. You've got the height, you've got the reach advantage. What should we expect then when you guys step into the ring Saturday night?
Tienes la altura, ¿cómo lo vas a usar y cómo lo vas a utilizar para esta pelea?
Como dije, hemos hecho un excelente campamento, hemos trabajado con un tipo a la misma como pelea Gamboa, baja mano, se mueve mucho. Sabemos que es un gran peleador, como dije, pero tiene sus defectos y lo vamos a aprovechar esa hora.
We're well prepared. We've sparred with people with similar styles to Gamboa, with similar movements, and with that we feel that we'll be able to expose some of the defensive flaws that Gamboa has.
Yuriorkis will wrap it up with this. I know you're going to be focused on Rocky Saturday night, but will you also have one eye on what Gervonta does in his fight as well?
Va a estar enfocado en la pelea, pero a la misma vez, después de tu pelea, va a estar enfocado quizás en lo que está haciendo Gervonta.
Bueno, primeramente me estoy enfocando en la pelea de Rocky, donde ya he alcanzado una buena preparación, el cual voy a demostrar el sábado y luego después me enfoco en David.
My focus is on Davis. My focus is on Rocky. After this fight, we're looking for a Davis fight, so we're well prepared, and hopefully we can come out with it.
Now we come to the main event. Ricardo, we'll start with you. Ready? You told Ring Magazine, I don't have any fear of Gervonta Davis.
Dijiste a Rank Magazine que no tenías miedo de Gervonta Davis.
I respect him,
No,
but I don't want the judges to have to work.
Lo respeto, pero no quiero que los jueces tengan que trabajar.
I hope we can make a great fight and there's no excuse after I beat him.
Espero tener una buena pelea y no quiero que haya excusas después de la pelea.
Tell us why you're so confident.
Bueno, si ven el récord de Gervonta, es parecido al mío.
I have a high knockout ratio, so that's why I'm confident in knocking Tank Davis out.
Somos seres humanos y bueno, aquí cuando se sube el ring, deja de demostrar quién es el mejor.
When you get in the ring, we're going to see who's the best, and my high knockout ratio will prove it Saturday night.
Él es el campeón y yo vengo a aprovechar esta oportunidad que se me ha dado acá en Baltimore y Dios primero me pienso llevar esa corona mundial.
He's the champion. Although he's the champion, I'm here to take the victory. Like I said, it's my first time in the United States, but I'm here to win.
Tank, your response.
Not to get off topic, but I wanted to say rest in peace to Max that just fought July the 19th. He fought a big fight, and at the MGM, and he passed away. And another guy, Hugo, he fought, I forget.
Argentina, yeah.
Yeah, and both of them died, because of boxing. They had tumors on their head. So I want to send out my condolences to them, my team. Send our condolences to their family and friends and things like that. But back to the fight. July the 27th, we're gonna put on a great show. Both of us got a big knockout power. So may the best man wins. Hopefully he's ready. I was born ready, so I'm ready. Let's get it.
What does it mean to you to be headlining and then back here in Baltimore and coming back as a champion?
Just coming back to Baltimore and just, be able to bring a big event to the city, it means a lot. Once again, I'm training with, my brothers that I grew up with, so I'm around family, around friends. I'm excited. That's why I think it probably won't go past 5 rounds because I had a hard camp, but, I've been with family. I'm in a good space in my career, and I'm excited.
Ricardo, last time you suffered a defeat was 4 years ago. That was 10 fights ago. What changed for you to get on this 10-fight winning streak?
Hace 4 años que perdiste una pelea, más de 10 peleas. ¿Qué has hecho diferente en tu campamento para sacar ese resultado?
Bueno, la derrota eso me hace más fuerte como boxeador. Y bueno, he trabajado más, he doblado mi entrenamiento, he metido más seriedad en mis preparaciones.
Through losses, it makes you stronger. I feel that with that loss, it's made me more focused in boxing. I've been able to work harder in my training camp.
Tanto así que el mismo que me ganó recibió su derrota.
The same guy who beat me 4 years ago has lost by knockout as well.
Ahora vengo más fuerte que nunca, motivado por el nacimiento de mi hija hace 7 días y bueno, vengo a hacer mi trabajo, vengo a pelear aquí arriba del ring.
We're a few days out from the fight. I'm going to knock him out, and it's going to be a great night. I'm going to win the title.
Arriba del ring todo puede pasar y bueno,
Anything can happen in the ring.
que sea una buena pelea.
Tank, it's not often, guys call out the champion and basically say, I'm going to knock you out your hometown. It seems like a very confident guy that you're going to be in the ring with on Saturday.
Yeah, he got a little too much dip on his chip. He's confident. He's a fighter. He got a lot of knockouts, so we gotta take him serious. Saturday night, Joseph side. It's gonna be a hell of a night. I can't wait. He coming to take my spot, and he grew up in that house. Got family and daughters and things like that. So I'll be ready.
When we sat down and talked, you said Saturday is about sending a message to the 130-pound division, and a number of guys you said who've called you out recently, whether it be Leo Santa Cruz, Gary Russell Jr., Tevin Farmer. What do you think they'll be saying after watching the fight on Saturday?
This kid not playing. This kid is really about what he's saying. So hopefully we can get them guys after. If not, on to the next.
Ricardo, we'll wrap it up. What should we expect Saturday night when you make your U.S. debut here in Baltimore?
Bueno, vamos a que el mundo conozca al científico.
The world's going to know who the scientist is, el científico,
Ricardo Nunez,
Ricardo Nunez,
el que va a derrotar a Gervonta.
who's going to knock out Gervonta Davis.
Primero Dios.
With God first.
Folks, you don't want to miss Saturday night at the Royal Farms Arena. The WBA Super Featherweight title will be on the line. Gervonta Davis, Ricardo Nunez. It's a triple header of fights. Gentlemen, we're going to have our face-off. To Baltimore and the Baltimore Convention Center. This is Showtime Championship Boxing's first visit to the Charm City for what should be an historic night on Saturday. 1940, 79 years ago, last time a Baltimore native has defended his world title right here in his hometown. He was successful. Harry Jeffra got a unanimous decision over Spider Armstrong. In fact, the last world title fight fought here in Baltimore 50 years ago when Bob Foster knocked out Mark Tessman to retain his light heavyweight title back at the old Civic Center in June of 1970. And folks, no one does homecoming fights like Showtime Championship Boxing. We did it a few years ago when Deontay Wilder went back to Alabama. We did it last year when the welterweight champion of the world, Errol Spence Jr., went home to Dallas and defended his title. And we just did it last month when Jamal Charlo, middleweight champion, went back home to Houston. And Saturday, it's the return of the tank, Gervonta Davis. Last 5 fights, all on Showtime Championship Boxing. All 5 have ended in knockouts. In fact, Gervonta Davis has the second highest knockout percentage in boxing, along with Deontay Wilder, the heavyweight champion of the world, at 95%. He's 21-0 with 20 knockouts. In fact, Charm City, your native son is still the youngest U.S.-born world champion in boxing right now at the tender age of 24 years old. So, Saturday, July 27th, at Royal Farms Arena here in Baltimore, the event, it is brought to you by Premier Boxing Champions. It's being promoted by Mayweather Promotions and TGB Promotions. Tickets are still on sale. You can get them via Ticketmaster.com. They can also be purchased at the box office at Royal Farms Arena. In fact, Royal Farms Arena, since it got the new name in 2014, this will be the first boxing show there at the venue. Showtime's certainly proud to be in Baltimore. First live boxing presentation from the city. And it's Showtime Championship Boxing. Davis versus Nunez in the main event. It's live. It's on Showtime. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 6 o'clock Pacific time. In fact, Showtime Championship Boxing will have 3 fights that comes your way at 9 o'clock. All fights feature either a current world champion or former world champions on the card. It should be an exciting night. We're also streaming live Showtime Sports on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page beginning at 6:30 p.m. So you can catch extra fights there as well. Let me introduce one of the men who is promoting this event, Mayweather Promotions. He is the CEO, always clean. Yes, the one and only Leonard Elliott.
Thank you for everyone coming out. Baltimore, the city that has bred and raised world champions, and the legacy continues with this very special homecoming this Saturday night, featuring Baltimore's own Gervonta "Tank" Davis taking on Ricardo Nunez. This is more than 2 fighters going head-to-head in the ring. It's an inspiration to each of Gervonta's hometown fans and peers, those who are coming behind him, that anything is possible when the odds are against you. It's an event where we all get to witness what a historic city and an iconic city that Baltimore is, that hadn't seen a title defense, as Brian mentioned, in well over 80 years. It's a homecoming for our 2-time world champion, Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Mayweather Promotions is really looking forward to promoting our first boxing event here in this city that has birthed a star with a fight of this magnitude. We're rolling out the red carpet at Royal Farms Arena. And ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, from top to bottom, this will be a very, very entertaining and exciting card. Thank you.
Coming to the podium is the man who helped put this whole evening together. He's in charge of Showtime Sports. We call him the president of sports and event programming. He's my guy. He's also jacked my style. He's got the suit on, the tennis shoes, the one and only Stephen Espinosa.
I knew Brian would get me with that. For the record, I forgot my dress shoes, so I'm not taking it with style. Let me start off by asking a basic question. Why are we here? We've got a really strong 3-fight card. That's obvious. We've got a little bit of everything. We have a Olympic gold medalist. We have 3 former world champions. We've got 6 quality fighters in the lighter weight divisions. We've got great matchups. Ladarius Miller, Jezreel Corrales. We have an up-and-coming contender against a former 130-pound champion. The co-feature battle between 2 former 130-pound champions as well. The Cuban gold medalist, Gervonta Gamboa, long known as one of the most exciting fighters in boxing, against 3-time champion Roman Martinez. And of course, our main event, the 2 fighters there, combined 44 fights, 39 KOs, and I know they're both looking to make that a short night. So, as Brian mentioned, this is the first time for Showtime ever in Baltimore. First Baltimore world title fight since 1970, first Baltimore native to defend here since 1940. But how did we get here? And it's really due to 2 men. Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, you know Calvin. Coach Calvin is reserved, he's quiet, he certainly doesn't talk about himself a lot. But I am glad to see that he is getting the recognition he deserves, not just as a boxing trainer, but as a trainer of young men. Because that is what is at the heart of what Calvin Ford does in his gym. It's not about building world champions in boxing, it's about building world champions in life. And this is a little taste of the spotlight for Coach Calvin, and I'm happy to see him get it because he does 99.9% of his work outside the spotlight with no one watching and no one giving credit. You know, the other reason we're here is Gervonta Davis. For me, the story about Gervonta starts in 2014 when Leonard and Floyd first brought him to my attention. Obviously, Gervonta and Calvin have been working together well before that. And as long as I've known Tank, he has talked about coming home to fight in Baltimore. But what's really impressive about that, this is not just about fighting at home. This is not just about doing it for fans. This is not just an ego thing. That's not it at all. This is about giving back to his community. Because the reality is, this is not just a fight. You know, Showtime is bringing 70 to 80 people here into the community. We got hotel rooms, got meals, got transportation. There's a promotion company, there's 2 promotion companies involved, there's a bunch of fighters. This is an entire event. And what is often unseen is the financial benefit that comes along with an event like this. And we're all here, you know, because of these 2 men's desires that we be here. As if Tank hadn't insisted that he wanted to do this, then none of us is here and none of the community is getting the economic benefit that comes along with an event like this. So, you know, there's plenty to be recognized in the boxing ring. You guys all know about the fight, but that's a little bit about how we got here. 3-fight card on Showtime, live across the US and around the world. Starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. And again, as Brian said, 6:30 Eastern, streaming on the digital platforms. 3 undefeated rising stars, Richardson Hitchens, Dylan Price, and Baltimore's own Malik Hawkins. Don't miss that one either.
Certainly want to echo what Stephen was talking about. I got the opportunity to come to Baltimore earlier in the month, spent a couple of days at Gervonta's training camp, watched him train. And when you go into that Upton Community Center and you see the number of young people that come in there off the streets, it's almost a safe haven for them. And I got the opportunity to sit down with Gervonta. I'm sure you can see it on some of our social media platforms, and even talking with the champ. And when he looked at me and said that boxing saved his life, and puts it all in perspective on the work that Coach Ford's doing and what this young man has accomplished and done to get to this level. And it all comes and culminates on Saturday. So let's get to the fights. And let's introduce to you the fighters who will take the spotlight on Saturday on Showtime Championship Boxing. We'll begin the night with a fight featuring a former champion, another rising star, but coming here to the podium. And also we have here who will be doing the translation for us is Luis Ruelas. First though, in the ring, comes in at 23-2. He's known as El Invisible, Jezreel Corrales.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Bueno, ante todo, quiero desearle buenas tardes a todos. Gracias a todos por estar aquí.
Also, thank everybody for coming here.
Y decirle gracias a Baltimore por darnos la bienvenida aquí. Un país muy bonito. Bueno, el campamento fue muy bueno. Hemos trabajado muy fuerte para esta pelea en compañía de todos mis entrenadores. Están aquí varios, ya no llegó los demás. Y
wants to thank everybody for the warm welcome. He also wants to say that the camp went really well. This is a great opportunity for him to be fighting in Baltimore, a big city.
Y nada, que estamos aquí para hacer la pelea, vamos a hacer una buena presentación y esperemos salir por la puerta ganadora.
We're here to fight and we're well prepared and ready to take the victory home.
Lightweights, his opponent goes by the moniker Memphis. 19-1, Ladarius Miller.
I just want to say thanks to Showtime, thanks to Mayweather Promotions for giving me this opportunity. Man, I had a good camp as well, a great camp, man. Prepared to fight a world champion, Jezreel. He's a tough competitor. He's done something that I'm trying to do. I feel like this guy is a great stepping stone for my career. Come July 27th, I'm just ready to get out there and showcase my skills and talent. I'm here for a reason. I don't believe in having a tough road. Like I said, I don't mind getting it out the mud. I come from a rough background, I'm here now, like I said, whatever it takes to come out victorious. July 27th, I'm gonna do that. I'm with whatever, however you want to get it down, however you want to do it, we can do it, baby.
All right. I like that. By the way, birthday is Sunday.
No, my birthday
Today. Happy birthday. That's the first fight you'll see on Showtime Championship Boxing, coming your way 9 p.m. Eastern. And then we get to the co-main. Two former world champions going at it, looking to revitalize their career. This man coming to the podium, 33-3, 18 come by knockout, named Rocky Martinez.
Buenas tardes a todos. Quiero dar las gracias a todos los medios de comunicación, a todos los presentes.
I want to thank everybody, all the media, for coming out today.
Gracias al promotor por la oportunidad. Quiero decirle que estoy muy bien entrenado, he tenido un campamento fuerte desde mi última pelea.
Thank you for the promoters for this fight. I've had a good camp since my last fight.
He trabajado fuerte, sé que Ricardo es un peleador, un peleador que tiene sus recursos, pero he hecho mi trabajo en Puerto Rico para salir con la victoria.
Against a good fighter like Gamboa, and I'm well prepared to take the victory.
Sé que no es una pelea fácil, somos dos peleadores veteranos ya. Conozco a Ricardo Gamboa bastante, he visto su trayectoria. Sé que es un peleador de cuidado, pero hemos hecho los ajustes para hacer un gran espectáculo y esperamos hacer la pelea de la noche. Muchas gracias.
I know he's a well-rounded fighter. He has a lot of experience, and we're just ready to take the victory with my experience as well, and we're ready to take the victory home. Thank you.
And Rocky's opponent, 29-2. 17 of those victories have come by knockout. He's known as the Cyclone of Guantanamo, Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Bueno, primeramente que todo quiero darle gracias a Dios por estar presente aquí el día de hoy y darle las gracias a los promotores del evento, que gracias a ellos he tenido la oportunidad de estar aquí en este evento.
I want to thank God for this opportunity for me being able to stand here in front of you all today, and thank you to the promoters for this wonderful fight and a wonderful opportunity.
Hemos hecho una excelente preparación. Creo que estamos, el equipo Team Gamboa muy satisfecho de la preparación y estamos completamente preparados para tener un buen combate el sábado.
We're ready, and Team Gamboa has done an awesome effort of being able to get well prepared for this fight, and we're going to take the victory.
Muchas gracias y felicidades.
Thank you, and let's go.
And now we come to the main event on Saturday night, Royal Farms Arena. Super featherweight division, the challenger, Fighting Pride of Panama, 23-2. 19 of those victories have come by knockout. Goes by the moniker El Científico, Ricardo Nunez.
Darle las gracias a todos, ¿no? Primera vez que vengo a los Estados Unidos. Muy bonito Baltimore, conocer. Sabemos que
I want to thank everybody for coming out today. It's my first time in the United States, my first time seeing Baltimore. It's a big city, it's nice.
sabemos que tenemos un gran compromiso acá en Baltimore. Una pelea que es muy importante para mí, una pelea de campeonato mundial. Y bueno, vamos a hacer el trabajo.
I'm excited for this fight. It's a wonderful opportunity. It's my first opportunity at a world title, and I'm happy to be here.
He hecho un campamento muy estricto, un campamento muy dedicado y de mucha motivación. Así que espero que Gervonta.
I've had a strict diet. I'm ready. I've had a strict diet, a strict training camp, and I'm ready for the fight.
Tome en serio su cumpleaños porque este es como un cumpleaños para él.
He's going to have a wonderful homecoming this time around.
Una fiesta y bueno, yo voy a hacer un gran show para él.
It's going to be a good party and a good show for everybody.
Estamos activos, papá.
It's going to be a great fight.
And now the champion, unbeaten, 21-0. 20 have come by knockouts. He's the WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Gervonta Tank Davis.
Today I didn't really want to come up here and, be lost so much about the fight. My big goal was to, come up here to say thank you to, God first, the promoters, Mule Promotion, Showtime, my manager, Al Heyman, media, my family, my brothers that's fighting on the undercard. The main reason why I wanted to come back home is because I wanted to, a lot of people was getting killed in the city, so I wanted to be able to I always want to be the one person that's, be able to bring the city together on a positive note. So, this time around, I told my team that I wanted to come back home. I fought in London, I fought in New York twice, I fought in LA. I think it was about time for me to come home, so camp been great. I can't wait to put on the show July 27th, Saturday night. I appreciate everybody for coming out. I appreciate Nunez for taking the fight. The other card, future opponents, Rocky, Gamboa. I hope we can get in the ring someday. I just appreciate, I'm soaking it all in this moment. I feel like I went to Rise of Stars in just the beginning. And I'm appreciating the moment, so Saturday night I see y'all there.
Gentlemen, let's talk about the fights. We'll start with the fight that we'll see that opened the night at 9 p.m. on Showtime Championship Boxing with Darius Miller and Jezreel Corrales. Darius, I'll start with you. Considering you've won 10.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.